You don't have to hold on any longer, folks, because we are back on AM-1220 KHTS, your hometown station on the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John.
We're not going to make you wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
Anyway.
So, Doug, this is the... Oh, really? Come on, Doug, this is your solo. I thought you were going to do the drums and everything. This is the culture portion of our show.
What's that?
We have a special guest on from the Kenyon Theater Guild.
What's culture?
Yeah, okay.
Is that Lemley Theater?
Oh, wow.
I was just asking.
The Kenyon Theater Guild.
Oh.
Okay. They have a show coming up. Actually opens tonight, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All right, we got Barry again. Barry Egan, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I got it right. Yay for me. Okay. I'm going to say this only because I've been practicing. Bullshot Crummin.
John, you can't say that on the air.
Exactly
Bullshot.
right.
Bullshot.
Yes.
I can't.
Oh, shot.
Bullshot.
S-H-O-T.
So, all right. Now that name, you sit there and you go, okay, Bullshot Crummin, a comedy in 2 acts. I'm assuming it's a comedy. And I would also assume it's
supposed to be. If we do it right, it will be.
Okay, I would also assume it's in 2 acts, but that's just me. So tell me a little bit about the show, because it's not something you would see every day.
Right, exactly. It's probably the best comedy you've never heard of. It's a satire of all those old 1930s melodramatic spy movies.
Oh.
I play the villain, the evil Count Otto von Bruno from Heidelberg, and my partner is Lenya, who's played by the stunning Sonia Arnold, and we kidnap an English professor. And this is played by Wade Bradford. I don't know if you know Wade, but when I say he's multi-talented, there's 10 characters in the show, and Wade plays, I think, 6 of them. Each of them funnier than the first.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we kidnap after we kidnap Professor. His daughter Rosemary is played to a damsel in distress perfection by Tyler Joy, and she contacts our hero Bullshot Crummond, who's the very creative Christopher Flowers, and then the mayhem pursues throughout the show.
That just sounds like a great time.
It's a lot of fun.
Forget the audience. You guys are having a good time.
As long as we have a good time, I'm sure they will too.
Oh, absolutely. And it starts tonight, right?
Starts tonight. It's on the weekends, Friday and Saturday for the next couple of weeks, and I think Saturday and Sunday for the 2 weeks after that.
So, Barry, right now, are you nervous about tonight?
There's always a few butterflies here and there, but it's also the kind of show that if something goes wrong, it might be funnier than if it goes right. So we have this incredible set that was done by Pat Mannion, and it has a lot of moving parts to it. So we've been having a lot of fun trying to make sure all of those work correctly. But we have this stage crew who are the real stars of the show. Janie Anderson is the head of the Amazon Women. It's an all-female, strong, gorgeous, beautiful women that are schlepping around these big, heavy sets all over the place, and our main job is to keep out of the way of them so they can get them up there for us.
So do you ever start laughing, out of script, do you just, you start losing it? You get church laugh?
We try very hard to crack each other up, so there's probably some side bets on that, but it doesn't work that often, but when it does, it can be like the old Tim Conway, Carol Burnett type.
Oh, yeah, with Harvey Korman cracking everybody up, and they just laugh.
Right.
But all right, so obviously you're not a novice to performing on the stage. What other type of stuff have you done for the theater? You've done some other stuff for the Theater Guild, right?
Yes, locally, I did Edna and Hairspray. That was one of my most fun parts about 1.5 years ago. So I got to learn what it was like to dance around in high heels and backwards.
Nice.
I love doing this evil character here because it countermands I played Kris Kringle in Miracle on 34th Street in our last Christmas production there. So it's fun to play the bad guy in this thing.
Oh, it's always good to be bad. It's always good.
And also be remiss, I'm sure a lot of people know Randy Aronson, our director. He set the tone along with Jenny Fitzgerald, the assistant director. They just let us do anything we wanted and then pulled us back if we needed to be. And so there's a lot of fresh energy in the show. That's why I really enjoyed this show. It's been a lot of fun because it's kind of different every time, but it's a controlled difference. It's not like somebody's just flying off the handle. We really feed off each other a lot. There's a lot of improv in it.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
So what's your background? How long have you been doing this, and were you interested in it as a young man, or?
Yeah, I did it. I did a lot of shows when I was a kid, and then my pragmatic mother drove into me that it's a avocation, not a vocation. So I'm in advertising for many years, but been doing this on the side. And just loving it for many, many years. And my daughter is an actress. I got back into it when she started getting into acting. And so it's a great release. It's a great way to show, expression in the community and work within the community, especially out here. The theaters out here are great. The community supports us. Everybody in the theater is really, it's like a family, of course. People always say that type of thing, but it really is here. It's really enjoyable. The volunteers there are incredible. It's amazing. And all the shows they put on are top notch. I mean, I was in some shows when I was younger that was kind of like you invited your friends and relatives, but you really wouldn't want anybody else there. and this is the exact opposite. Complete strangers come up and tell us how much they enjoyed the show. So if you can get a stranger to laugh and enjoy it, then you've done your job.
That's the way to do it. So do you have the information on how people can get in touch with the Theater Guild to get tickets? Or do you want me to give it to you? Oh, you have it? Good, because my phone's taking a little long.
You're supposed to have
I do have the box office number, but I was wondering where they're going to be. I even have the opening today from 11 to 7.
Right.
And I do have...
The website is www.canyontheater with R-E, guild.org, not .com, .org.
Yeah, .org.
And the phone number I don't have around.
I have it right here. It's 661-799-2702. You can stop by there right on Main Street.
Big money, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's why I have the iPhone. You can stop by on Main Street and pick up tickets.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah, can you ask no, Doug? That was a dumb question. You should ask. Can you ask a smart question?
So Barry, why sometimes it's theater ER and other times it's RE? I always wondered that.
Well, the set answer on that is theater ER is supposed to be the building itself. Theater RE is the group, the acting ensemble that's putting it on. That's the way it was originally, but they become kind of interchangeable.
Okay. So there you go.
Now, can I ask you an off-the-wall question?
I meant off
the record.
Off the record.
Do you know who Tim Ben Boydston is?
Do I know what?
Yes, he knows who Tim Ben is.
Do you know who Tim Ben Boydston is?
Oh, yes, I know him very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now nobody else is listening to this. What kind of boss is he?
He's a very interesting individual. He knows what he wants, and he gets it done.
Awesome.
Up there with Hollywood, and he'll be able to talk without him, and he's
Waking up.
He's very he's very active in the community as a councilman. But he's made sure that this theater has prospered, and they have a terrific program there for young children too. They have a children's program that's headed up there that a lot of kids are involved, and most of the kids that I've ever run into there are such great people. So theater is good for everybody.
Yep, that it is. All right. Ready? Here we go again. Bullshot Crummin starting tonight. Shows tomorrow. Shows every weekend for the next couple weekends. Is that right?
That's exactly correct.
All right. The Canyon Theater.
We also have airplanes flying around and birds flying around too. So there's a lot of experience in the show.
There you go.
In the theater, you have birds flying.
In the
theater.
Wow.
In the theater, we had a lot of fun creating that airplane.
Something you might have to go do, Doug.
Well, hopefully it'll fly right tonight.
All right, thanks, Barry.
That's our biggest help. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, break a leg. Barry again from the Canyon Theater Guild with Bullshot Crummin 3 times.
You better not say that anymore.
I'm not saying anymore. You know what time it is?
What?
It's time for sports. And it's a depressing time of year for sports.
It is, especially for me.
Well, yeah, you are very depressed, but it's also depressing for the rest of us. You know why?
Why?
Football's coming to an end.
Yep.
Baseball hasn't started yet.
Right. I've always said February is the worst sports month of the year.
NBA basketball. College basketball is getting a little. It's not quite there yet. It's on March Madness.
So what are we going to talk about?
Rugby is really cool right now. There's the USA Fives. I know. I was making that up. I have no concept of what. Kyle. I got nothing. Maybe a baseball preview. I mean, maybe there's some Dodgers news. Maybe.
Well, I think Kyle Jelling's the station manager.
Hi. Whoa.
He has some actually has some late breaking news.
I do.
Dodger news.
Howie Kendrick. He
We
just
need music.
signed.
We need music.
Oh, do we have?
We need breaking news music.
I gotcha. And I just got a text from our sports reporter Justin Powell. Actually, I don't know if this is official, but it says L.A. Chargers just went official.
Did they really? Whoa.
And we have the press board up.
Wow.
So we need to do some research.
Happened.
Is that? Oh, we got Kier on the line.
We got Mr. Sports
We're
on the
calling
line.
Mr. Sports.
That happened seconds ago, I think.
That actually happened.
However, Howie Kendrick just signed another 2-year deal with.
Okay,
the
let's
Doyers.
talk about what's important.
Okay.
That's important to me, John. And to Kyle.
Yeah, I agree.
Chargers.
It's a little early to talk Dodgers, though. Little early.
Yeah, let's move
Especially
on to the
considering-
Chargers. Kier, the Chargers really?
I don't know. I don't love the Chargers as much as I like that we have the Rams. I'm still going to be a Rams fan more than I'm going to be a Chargers fan, I think.
Yeah, I think most people will be. This is like, let's be second fiddle in the
Oh
big
no,
town
it's
or
so
first
second fiddle. They're leaving after their lease is up again. I'm sure.
But let's back up. You had the Clippers and the Lakers, and all those years, look how the Lakers were, and Clippers were nobody, and now the tides
And you know,
have turned.
no.
That tides have turned? Are you crazy?
The tides have
But
not
are you
turned.
calling like a Rams Chargers kind of Lakers Clippers relationship where someday we're going to like the Chargers more than we like?
Yeah,
that was my
not
point.
even close. They haven't
Already.
changed. They haven't changed. This is a Lakers town. It always will be. You get news. Have you ever seen highlights in the local news of the Clippers? No. You see the Lakers had the day off. We'll have film at 11. Come on.
Would
It
you
is
say?
weird how much Lakers on TV still for them being like the worst team.
They're
in the West.
horrible. And if you think they're not, you're
They're-
myopic.
The best thing that the Clippers could do is move to Seattle. Which is what I absolutely think they should do, because no matter what, they will always be second fiddle to the Lakers. No matter
Wait
what.
a minute, gentlemen.
They could win 10 straight titles.
They
and they're
sell
not gonna-
their
they're
arena out every game now.
That's because
They're an exciting team to watch, but what I'm saying is they're still second fiddle to
They're
the
still
Lakers,
second-
and they always will.
So are you saying the Angels are second fiddle to the Dodgers?
Yes. What are you, crazy?
No, I'm just asking.
That's two what are you crazies in the last 2 minutes here.
Yes, he is crazy.
Okay.
We've established that. Moving along. So wait a minute.
So according to Fox Sports, Chargers reach an agreement to share stadium with the Rams.
All right,
That's according
so-
to Fox Sports that I'm
So
reading.
wait, are they going to play at the Coliseum too for the next 3 years with the Rams?
They're gonna have to. They're probably gonna have to.
probably,
They're
yeah.
probably-
They can't play at the
go back.
Rose Bowl.
I don't think the Rose Bowl. I think the Rose Bowl said no.
Yeah.
They did the first go round. But okay, so what's the end game here? You stay in LA, or you hope that maybe the Raiders do move to Las Vegas, which is the move I heard today.
Yeah.
Which I don't ever see happening because you can't bet
Raiders
on.
The Raiders to San Diego now.
Maybe the Raiders move
Yeah,
to San Diego?
that actually was part of the
jeez.
because they're coming to Los Angeles. The Chargers are coming to LA.
But let me ask you: don't you think the Chargers are making this move because they made it very financially lucrative
Well, I mean,
for
San
them?
Diego really isn't the owner anymore because they've been talking about moving to LA for the entire season. So
Yeah.
San Diego and on the Chargers already. They can't really go back to San Diego.
They can't go back to San Diego. If they were smart, they would say, "Forget this. We're moving to St. Louis."
Yeah, no, right? They got a good fan base out
They
there.
got a good fan base. Hey,
Yeah.
that is exactly what
However,
I would have done.
this is like as an owner, do you want to be second fiddle to the Rams because it's a Rams stadium?
Well,
it's the Rams stadium, and the owner is
all right.
letting Dean Spanos come and play.
I can answer
in the
that
sandbox.
question. I can answer that question. Look what Steve Ballmer did with the Clippers. How much did he buy them for?
Yeah.
So that's the ceiling of what they're worth. I mean, assuming they don't go down in value, that's what they're worth. They're worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on in. That's cool.
You know what I say? Winning solves everything. If the Chargers were to come in here and have a great year, everybody would be all over.
And the odds of that happening?
Yeah, not great. However, but you're absolutely right. And I think in terms of getting tickets, you're going to get 16 games there now rather than just 8. Well, it might be less than that depending if they play each other, but that stadium's it's going to make a lot more money too. So for the NFL, for
the NFL, yeah, that's
for
it's a
for
money
the
thing.
teams, they're going to make a ton.
They
more
better
money.
get some artificial turf because that grass will be tore up, don't you think?
No, they can do turf. They can do turf. They'll probably do artificial turf anyway. But
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk. Okay, so the other news was who signed who? Who cares? Really?
Howie Kendrick.
Howie Kendrick.
So we had Howie Kendrick and Chase Utley coming back. Chase Utley's a UCLA guy. I used to watch. Me and my pops used to go to UCLA baseball games, watch Chase Utley play. That's all there is. A trip down memory lane with Uncle Kyle. Appreciate you guys coming.
I'm kind of warm and fuzzy inside there, Kyle.
Mr. Sports, what'd you have on your mind today?
Oh, I don't know. I was just looking more. I was actually, when I was researching baseball, I was actually looking at the Cubs. I don't know why I was looking at the Cubs. Just something about them is really interesting to me. I know we were talking Dodgers, so I'm going to steer the conversation away from that for a little bit.
Well, thanks a lot.
I feel like they're the next up-and-coming team. I feel like they're going to make a bigger playoff rush than they did last year. I think that they have the depth at pitching. They have a solid young guy in Chris Bryant. Plus, they signed Jason Hayward. I'm liking the Cubs a lot, and I've never said that before. I don't think anyone's ever.
I don't think anybody's ever said that. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, unfortunately, but it always seems like that curse comes into play. So I would imagine Jason Hayward's going to probably break a leg soon. I'm just saying. Until they, do they have to burn a goat or something?
I don't know. I don't think legally you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, but isn't that something with a goat?
They have to let a goat in the game.
You gotta imagine they've got one really stupid thing because of that curse to try to break the curse. At least one really dumb thing that no sports franchises had to do because they've been cursed by a goat before.
Yes. Yeah, they got to do something. But it's going to be interesting because I think they're a good team. The National League is going to be stacked this year. I still think that the Nationals have they're a good team. The Dodgers, Dodgers have a lot of money, but I don't think they've put together a team yet.
They're working on it. It's a work in progress. The thing is, they remind me so much of the LA Kings, but the problem is the Kings were really bad for a long time, and Lombardi came out and said, "Hey, Kings fans, we need you to be patient for the future."
Yeah, we got an idea.
And it paid off. But the problem was the Dodgers were they've been so close since 2009.
Patience has run out,
and our Dodger fans' patience has run out, and so we've tasted it a little bit, but we're out of time.
You're right, Kyle, because they're waiting with the pitching staff. Everybody's on them. They didn't sign a top-notch pitcher, but they've got 4 guys in the minor leagues, right?
Yeah.
They're counting on to
mature
and really.
Yeah. Okay.
Urias and Del Torre, I think his name is.
All right, Mr. Sports. We got 2 Dodger fans and one and I don't really care. Here's a question.
Cal Ripken's my favorite baseball player of all time.
Oh, I'm an Orioles fan. We'll talk about that. This is our National League preview.
Oh, okay.
But my question is, do you see...
a really early preview, by the way.
I know it is. Well, pitchers and catchers report in 3 weeks?
I thought we were talking NBA. I was been researching NBA for the last 3 hours.
Oh.
But anyway, go ahead.
No, my question is simple. Do you guys see a blueprint that you're happy with?
With the
Dodgers? No, not for this year, no.
Not really.
Not for this year, but next year.
It depends how the young guys do.
Yeah. Corey Seager's going to be a top 5 ball player, I think, this year.
And Jock Peterson in center field has got to turn it around. If he doesn't turn it around,
he's got to kind of figure it out this season. If he figures it out, I like their chances a little bit better. Not to win the whole thing, but at least make some kind of playoff push.
Yep, you're right.
Well, you got the Mets. You still got the Mets. You got the Central, the NL Central, which is stacked.
St. Louis.
Pittsburgh was probably the best team in baseball. They faced
you got the Giants. And wait a minute, didn't Arizona do something really good? What did they do?
Yeah, Arizona's going to get better. So
opening day.
You're not a Diamondbacks fan, are you?
No, I'm not. I hate them.
Okay.
Arizona is opening with the Dodgers. Starting pitchers opening day.
Kershaw and Greinke?
Yep. Can you imagine?
I like that.
I think I would take the under.
Yeah.
I'm not a betting man, but
the East, you have the Mets. They went to the World Series last year, but then you got Washington. How Papelbon still has a job, I have no idea. But their lineup is, they compare themselves. They're the first ones to tell you that they're the 27 Yankees.
Yes, they are.
But that lineup is crazy with Murphy getting into that lineup too, squeezing in there.
The pitching is good.
And the pitching is very good, but for
don't
some
overlook
reason,
the Braves.
Inconsistent. The Braves always have a good front office, so they'll be good moving forward.
It's going to be tough.
Then you have the Marlins.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the manager?
Don Mattingly.
And they just signed Jin Lee Wen from the Orioles.
Oh, thank you.
Signed one of our pitchers away.
And they have one of the best second basemen in baseball that we let go.
I don't want to talk about that.
Hello.
Yeah. That was a risk-reward thing there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah.
Can we jump to the NBA?
That's fine with me.
Okay, the Cleveland...
Pun intended.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who cares about Cleveland?
No.
We only have a minute. So
this is an issue. They fired their coach. They have one of the best records in the NBA. Awesome. They fired their coach.
Really funny. That made me laugh when I saw it.
I believe LeBron James doesn't think he had anything to do with it.
He's a coach killer.
So LeBron fired him.
You heard it here first. But here's my question. 72 games, is it in jeopardy? And the game the other day where the Spurs, one of the better teams,
82 games.
lost by 30. Nah, the record is 72. Doug, go home.
Oh, I thought you meant the total number.
We're really talking sports here. Just be quiet, Doug. Okay. Is that in jeopardy, Mr. Sports? Do you think?
He's
Mr. Sports.
Mr. Sports. I'm not Mr. Sports.
You're not Mr. Sports.
I'm Kyle Jennings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Station
Is
manager.
getting to the finals in jeopardy? Is what in jeopardy?
No, that's 70. The 72 game. The Bulls' record of 72 wins in a season.
I really don't think so. I don't know. I don't think the Golden State Warriors. I think the Golden State Warriors can match it. I don't know who is better than them on any given night. I think the only times that they're ever going to lose is just by a fluke, by any kind of just like a chance they lost. Like it would be out of the ordinary for them to lose. They have so much depth. I mean, Kevon Looney from UCLA is like their last power forward, and he's playing really well. They have incredible depth, incredible size. They could play small. They could play big. There's no weakness in the Golden State Warriors game that I can see at all.
Yeah. All right. So we have more breaking news. Mr. Sports, sorry to interrupt, but apparently everything we've talked about the last couple minutes has been completely farcical.
Just a total lie. Just a total.
The Chargers are going back to San Diego.
Yeah, according to Fox Sports Radio.
I'm all confused.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So which is it?
I'm Rosanna Dana. Never mind.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
All right. So next week we'll have this cleared up by then, I'm sure.
In theory.
In theory.
All right, next week's our special Super Bowl preview
Super Bowl preview, gentlemen. Come prepared. I'm coming with the prop bets. All right.
Oh, are we gonna do prop bets?
We're gonna do prop bets.
The best money is always on the purple Gatorade.
The under and the interceptions, but you never know what the line is. All right, Mr. Sports, thanks so much. Kyle Jennings, thanks so much. Doug, thank you, I guess, for whatever. All our guests, go see the show tonight. Bulls shot Crummins.
Easy.
Just said that again. And you've been listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John, AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We are back next week. Super Bowl preview.
See ya.